Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a hair tutorial on how to do a curly ponytail with braids in the front. I chose to do this tutorial because my hair is poofy, as you can see, and just wearing my hair straight, it doesn't really hold heat. So I need something quick, and I need something that's going to last me for 2 weeks because I'm going blonde on my birthday. So I'm just going to show you guys how I did it. And if you're a new watcher, make sure you like and subscribe my videos because I'm going to be giving you more and more hair tutorials. So make sure you comment down below and make sure you like this video when you're done. Alright guys, let's get into it. Okay, so in this part, I basically started to part out the top part of my section. And it's very hard to part in the center, so I kept parting it over and over to make sure it's even. Looking forward in the mirror and keeping your head straight. And even after I finished parting everything, I still had to go back and keep parting it. So once you finish parting it, you're going to section everything off. You're going to use a rubber band, a clip, anything to kind of separate both sections so you're able to work in each area without messing up the top area. So I use a rubber band to section off my hair, and then after that I just kind of recheck, make sure that it's even on both sides. And then I use my comb to section off my baby hairs because I don't have baby hair, so I have to make them. So then I section off my hair, and we're going to start using a pressing comb to make this all flat. So I section out my hair, take piece by piece, almost like I'm flat ironing my hair, but in big sections. So I'm just going to get the pressing comb, and I'm just going to straighten this whole thing out. So that way when I put the gel on, it lays really flat. So I just go in, because my hair is so thick, I really need to make sure that this lays flat. And I don't press it hard because we don't want it to get damaged, because you're already putting it in a ponytail with gel in it. So we just try to kind of lightly, mostly in the roots. Like the shaft, it doesn't matter about pressing it, but you really want to get in the roots. And you'll see that more so I'm pressing in the roots and not the actual hair. So you start out with the top of your hair and you just moisturize it. I take the press and comb again and I just run it through just to make sure it's flat, because I'm going to start braiding this section, and it's really important to make sure that your roots are flat so when you start your braids it looks as neat as possible. I personally part out my sections first, and I just put rubber bands on them to figure out, what size I want my braids, and I want them all to look kind of the same. Um, it's something that you have to keep doing over and over just to make sure everything is even. And yeah, that's what I did right here at the top. So that's what I recommend because it's just such a small space. You should do it just to avoid anything not looking the same. So I use granola snot at the beginning of the braid, the front part of the braid. I just use it to kind of start it out, just so it stays in place, and you want to make sure that the braids look sleek and they last. And as you can see, I kind of messed up because I grabbed a little piece of the other part of the braid. So it's very important to make sure that your rubber bands are more secure than mine was, or try to put a clip near the next part that you are braiding. And I actually think I had to do this braid over because it wasn't in the center of my hair. See, Get it, baby.
Yes.
Can you go get it?
Yes, I get it.
Leave it open. Where are you going?
I get a toy. What's he doing?
Now that you finished braiding the top, it's time to get the Gorilla Snot Glue and gel this thing up. So I use a comb and a brush, and I just kind of do all the edges, and I'm like slapping this stuff on here. But you don't want to put too much because Gorilla Snot is already very hard, so I just put it all around the perimeter and kind of just a little bit of, oh, I use a razor to cut my baby hairs because like I said, I have to make my baby hairs. So you just want to keep slicking it back, and honestly guys, I wish I would have did my ponytail more higher, but I did it really kind of low. I should have did it higher. So if you do this hairstyle, please put it up higher for me because I liked it my hair, but I just wish my ponytail was just way up there, and it wasn't, and that's okay. And so I just kind of sleek the sides, but I leave the top baby hairs for the end, and I'll tell you why later. And then you want to take a headscarf and you just want to lay it down, and lay it down literally until you finish your hairstyle. I literally took a flat iron and I just ran it through. And then I braided my real hair and put a rubber band at the end. And then I took some fake hair and I just latched it on. But I made sure that my fake hair, my real hair was at the bottom and the fake hair was on top because you don't want to damage your real hair. And I braided it all the way down, and then I cut the actual braid to see how long I wanted my ponytail. And the shorter the better. I found that when I did it this length, I thought this length would be okay, but actually it was too long. And so I would just recommend that you either make your braid just a little bit bigger than mine's, and you're going to put hair glue on the track and you're going to wrap it around this braid. Since this was my first time, I literally got a hair glue mess all over me.
Sorry.
Hmm?
Mine's get out, sorry.
Okay.
Mine's get on. Mine's get out, sorry.
Carter, don't touch it.
Didn't do.
Leave it alone.
Didn't do.
Move. You want to go to McDonald's?
Yes.
Okay, then go sit down.
Mommy, I want yours.
Okay, I'll get you some.
Mommy, give me those.
Okay, stop asking me. I already told you yes.
Mommy, yes, Mom.
Tomorrow.
Get there.
Yeah, we get it later. Okay.
Get there for a minute, sorry.
Since this was my first time, I literally made a hair glue mess. As you can see, my hands are like saturated with glue. And so you got to make sure that that blow dryer is handy and make sure you don't get glue on your hair. So you're just going to make sure you're just pressing it, blowing that blow dryer so the glue can dry very quickly. And just repeat all the way till you get to the top. Once I got to the top, I took some Gorilla Snot and I just grabbed a piece from underneath my ponytail and I just wrapped it around. Wrapped it around. And I took two pieces and I used a bobby pin because it wasn't enough to cover. But then after that, I just started to cut this thing. I'm not very good with cutting, but I do use this razor because I feel like it's more safe if you want to cut nice. And then I just took my jewels and then I just try to figure out where they would look nice at. And it's your preference on how you want to do it. So then I started to play with my baby hairs. The reason why I said wait for the baby hairs is because when you put a scarf on some nice sleek baby hairs, they mess up under the scarf. I don't know why. So that's why I always wait to the end. And I'm not that very good with baby hairs, but look, I'm trying. And so you just put that and put gel on it, Gorilla Snot gel, and you just sleek it. You just keep putting it in circling motions and you do it until it looks right. And that's basically what I did.
Your face, your hair, your attitude, your eyes, your smile, your body too. These are some of the things I like, and there's a couple I can't describe. Oh, girl,